Hello YouTube, I'm going to try and give you a look at the tail bag and the lowered front seat for my wife's Cb300f. It's a 2015 model. One of the first ones in the country. Hard to get parts for. Not a lot of aftermarket stuff anyway. This is the seat that you buy from Honda, and one thing you might notice is it has a carbon fiber look to it. And it just quite doesn't come up here as far as the original seat did. That's my wife's heated jacket plug there. But it kind of leaves a little gap right here. And it kind of had a little wrinkle in it right here. I think it's going away. That's not too big a deal. But what I wanted to show you is the tank bag and how I did the tank bag. It is a Triumph brand tank bag. It's for a Triumph motorcycle. Here is a look at what it was that I bought. They have two sizes. This is the bigger size. It's a 15-20L. I guess that's the liter, I don't know. Anyway, you can see what I paid for it there. If somebody finds it for 30 bucks, please don't tell me about it. It has place on the side here for sunglasses or gloves, pretty nice. It has a little bag on the back here, and a carrying handle on the back. Same thing on the other side. Looks a little sportier than the Honda bag. I think it's a little stiffer than the Honda bag. It holds its shape real well. You have a little Triumph sticker on here. It's got a little pocket in the front up here that you can unzip, and just about big enough for a wallet or something. And it is expandable, and it does have dual zippers on it that you zip together in the back. And then there's a little hole right here where you can slide a little padlock or something in. Nice little bag. If you unzip it, it'll expand about 2 inches, and then it gets a red stripe all the way around it, which kind of looks okay on a Honda that you can only get in red. I did have to modify the bag a little bit. What I did here in the front, it's going to be a little hard to see, but it comes with these two male life jacket kind of latches on it, and this little piece that I'll show you here in a minute. And there was another one back here on the back of the bag that I cut off. What I did is I didn't want a bunch of straps running all over the place, so I don't know if you can see, but what I did was I made a loop on the bottom of the bag, and it just slides down here and it stays on this bar, and then right here you got a little notch in the bar, so it won't go any farther forward than what it is right now. And it's on there. It's not moving around. It's going to stay right where it is. All that you have to do to take it off, well, one thing first, it's got these little loops on the bag right here on all four corners, so you can put a cargo net over top of it. If you unclip here and here, then all you got to do is come around to the back of the bag and just pull it, and it just comes right off the factory grab bars, I guess is what you call them. I'll show you a little bit about how I put this piece here. I can get a shot of it. This piece here has got the two life jacket clips that I clip in. So I'll pop the back seat off the bike here real quick and show you what I did under here. This is the part, that's a little better view of it. So when you're not using it, you can just take and throw it down in here and put the back seat back on. It doesn't look like anything's ever changed. What I did is I ran a piece of cable with an electrical connector on it. I used a yellow connector, and I just took the yellow plastic off of it. It had a loop in it, and I crimped it on the end of a regular piece of cable. It says like 1/8 inch cable, maybe a little bigger than that. And I crimped it on one side over here, and this is the bolt for the front seat. So I ran the cable from here across and over to the other bolt. But before I crimped the cable on, I got it to the size I wanted. I put a piece of metal pipe from here to here across it, and all this is, it's chrome. It's just a water pipe that you'd get from Lowe's to feed like a sink or something. And then I put some heat shrink tubing on each end of it to keep it from fraying or cutting in. And I didn't want this sliding back and forth on a cable and eventually wearing through the nylon strip webbing there. And then I put a little heat shrink on each end. So all you gotta do to put the bag back on is flip that up. Do need to make sure that I got it in the middle, because once you put the seat on there, it will not move again. And then if I can do this one-handed here, you just pop the seat into place, push down, and the seat's in. And then I have this little place up here with a couple of life jacket hooks sticking out. And then you just take the bag, and here's the bag again, and you come back here to the loop on the back is right here. And let me show you how I did that. This little pad here comes with the Triumph stuff, and you can see I just have a loop on right here on this end, and another one on the other side of the bag that I've done. And what I did, if I pull this back, you can see I pop riveted that with a washer underneath of it, and it goes through the bag, and it's pop riveted on the inside with a washer, and I use stainless steel so it wouldn't rust. And then I put this on here before I pop riveted one side, the last side on, so that this is what's going to sit on the bike instead of something that would scratch it. I probably will scratch the back of the little Honda part here, this red, but don't really care. Might cover it up with electrical tape so it doesn't get scratched, I don't know. But all I have to do to put the bag on, get a shot of it here, is just take the loop. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but you just take the loop and slide it over that bar, and then go to the other side and take the loop and slide it over the bar, and then take the whole bag and push the whole bag forward all as far as it'll go. And this loop will not go past this notch right here, so it isn't going to creep up forward on me, and it isn't going to come off, because I'm not going to try and do it here one-handed, but these two latches here in the front are just going to go in there. Actually, probably do it one-handed, and snap in like that, and there's the bag. I paid too much for it, $159.99. They gave me a little break on it. If you spend all that money on a bike, they give you a little break on it. But anyway, that's the bag, and I almost can do these things one-handed. That's the bag, and only other thing we've really done to the bike is, well, I put tank guard on there. Did put hand guards on it. They are trackside, block the wind off of it pretty good and keep it nice and warm. And I did put a 15-tooth sprocket on it. That helped it a lot. Doesn't clunk around in first gear near as bad as what it did. And my wife's jacket thermostat is mounted right there, so you just turn that knob around and you've got heat that comes out right here in this little plug, and she can have her heated jacket, and if she forgets to unplug it and walks away, it just kind of pops out of that hole. Other than that, it's pretty much what we've done to the bike that y'all care about, other than I did wire a garage door remote up with a relay to the horn button. We have a gate on our property that you have to open to get in and out, and so I kind of hid that down in the battery and put a little relay, so every time the horn honks, it just closes the contacts on the garage door remote and opens up the gate for her. I think that's about it. Well, I did bar risers on it. I did do bar risers on it. They are right there. They're off of her old bike. They fit on here real good. I guess that got it. Looks to me like she's got about another 1.5 inches, maybe an 1.25 inches. Made a big difference. I don't know about the seat. The seat lowered it, they say, 1.5 inches. I don't think it's worth the $150 to do it unless you're really tiptoeing on the bike. You need every inch you can get. I don't think it's worth it. The seat is built a little better than the factory seat. It's not stapled underneath, it is riveted. Other than that, have a good one.